All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the New England Patriots. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot!
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, we are going. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom.
And they'll run it here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 626. Zoom, zoom.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Williams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one 28 yards on the ground. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now this is fielded in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Run. Run. Jumbo. Run.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And again, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Rodgers now on 1st down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now out come the Patriots. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A strong running. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. A big play there for New England. 41 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible, allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Foxborough after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Hey, 626. Yeah, Liz. Check that guy. Jump out!
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now he's flushed out, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Hey, take 26. Zoom.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Being chased out left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Rivers in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. They begin with Michel on the ground. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. And even 50 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, Michel. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll check this one down to Michel. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the ground, this is Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Rivers in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, check 26. Zoom.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Ogletree able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. A dump down to McKinnon. And he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, Even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
26. Yeah, Liz. 319.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he stopped immediately there. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Here we go. 58. Push it back. Check nickel. Zoom.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw here. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Fielded at the 20. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And now the Packers get set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Zoom. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers going to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
26. 26. Inside.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Single, slap. Hey. Hot!
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now some space to operate. And out across midfield down to the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. He'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He He's taken down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. They're going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be taken at the 10. Powering his way forward. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Rodgers to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. Oh, it was too long to risk a field goal, so they said we got to throw it up there, hope something good happens. And I think that's the definition of something good happening.
Not just good.
Amazing.
In their estimation, great, amazing, stupendous. I mean, exhilarating. How about them running off the field with a victory where it looked like they were possibly headed towards overtime?
Oh, yeah, it looked like definite overtime, and everybody just holding their breath as that ball hung in the air, and then jubilation. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough. You